You ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Azzy's making money thanks to the new CBA.
Incredible stuff.
Her
good stuff.
Rookie contract. She is projected to make $500,000 this year, and just in comparison, Paige made $78,000 last year, and Caitlin Clark made $76,000.
Anytime we get workers getting paid what they're worth, I'm all for it.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
From the Built Ford Tough studio at FedEx Forum, it's the Gary Parrish Show, presented by Ortho South, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Gary Parrish.
My name is Gary Parrish, speaking to you from the Built Ford Tough studio. We're in FedEx Forum. It's downtown Memphis. Bennett Doyle right there producing the program. Glad he's with me. Glad you're with me. Hope you're getting through the day best you can. And I hope you weren't bored too much by a bunch of lopsided games over the first 2 days of the 2026 NBA playoffs. The first 8, if you were keeping track, they were all decided by at least 9 points. No barn burners there. But Game 10 was great. Game 11 was fun. And now we got 2 series tied at 1-1 after road teams won last night. Fun stuff in the National Basketball Association. We'll talk about it momentarily. First, quickly, let me set today's schedule for you. When we finish this open, take a break, come back, do 5 more things you need to know, at which point we will discuss 5 previously undiscussed stories. Among them, Aaron Bradshaw is back in the transfer portal. Home sweet home for him after 1 season at the University of Memphis. He's on his way to a 4th school in 4 years, hopefully for him and for the next school that pays him. Things go better than they've previously gone. We'll wish Aaron Bradshaw luck on his next adventure. We'll do that in about 25 minutes. Some notable draft prospect news is expected in the next few hours. It could shake up the very tip-top of the top 25 and 1. I'll tell you what's going on. We'll do that a little later on in the show. Dan Patrick, he went on the Dan Patrick Show yesterday, which is a great place for him to be. And he's reporting that the 2030 Super Bowl is going to be played in the state of Tennessee. I got bad news, Bennett. They're not going to do it at Simmons Bank.
No, I didn't figure.
The 2030 Super Bowl will not be at Simmons Bank.
Although we are upgrading.
We are.
So maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
It's going to be in Nashville. I'm sure LeBron's thrilled. We'll get jealous of our neighbors to the east. We'll do that in just a bit. Saw this story this weekend. Now it's starting to create like legitimate mainstream national headlines. In simple terms, we're missing a bunch of scientists. Like 11 are either dead or missing, and nobody seems capable of explaining it. I bet Bennett's got some conspiracy theories. I'm going to ask him to share them with us. We'll do that in the next segment. And David with a 4 right in the middle of his first name. The 21-year-old singer-songwriter, you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
He was long accused for months in the homicide of a 14-year-old girl. He has now been formally charged with first-degree murder in her death. I'll tell you why investigators say he killed her. We'll do that. What a happy story. During a segment we call 5 More Things You Need to Know. Then we'll eventually do GP's carryout, and we'll call it a day. So that's the rundown. We got a lot to get to. But I did want to start in the NBA because day 3 of the 2026 NBA playoffs, it's now in the books after 3 more games were played Monday night. We had one in New York, one in Cleveland, and then, of course, the late night one, that was in Denver. First, the Cavs beat the Raptors 115-105 to take a 2-0 lead in that Eastern Conference playoff series. Glo's boyfriend is struggling. Woo! He's struggling. Cleveland is now just 2 wins away from advancing. Most people seem like they'd be surprised if that didn't happen. After that, we got to the good stuff. Final score, Hawks 107, Knicks 106. Big Bet Bennett, it's good to see you on this Tuesday. I want to stop right here for a second because I think we both know, and you've seen it up close a lot, CJ McCollum has long been a Grizzly killer.
Yes, without question.
Turns out he's also a Knick killer. He killed him last night. He went above 30, got hot in the fourth quarter, missed some free throws late. We'll get to that in a minute. But after being told to F off pregame by the crowd at Madison Square Garden, CJ McCollum buried the Knicks, cooked Jalen Brunson in the fourth, and even that series at 1-1, heading back down to State Farm Arena in Atlanta. What was it like for you after spending so many years watching C.J. McCollum punish the Grizzlies? What was it like for you to watch him punish the New York Knickerbockers?
Well, it felt familiar.
Looked familiar.
Yeah, it was also hilarious that they were chanting F. Trey Young during that game. I mean, that's just really good.
Bro, I've been on the subway to a Mets game, and a F. Trey Young chant broke out. Subway to a Mets game. Trey Young ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, so that was
they hate him there.
That was pretty good. But yeah, man, CJ McCollum, like, honestly, this dude, he might go down as one of the more underrated players in NBA history.
Well, here's what's crazy. As I think Bill Simmons tweeted last night, somebody tweeted last night. Somebody connected to the NBA tweeted last night. It was a white old guy who tweets about the NBA. There's a bunch of us, all right? Said like, hey, CJ McCollum, anybody could have had him at any point. He was forever available. Like, if you want aging but still can take over a game and create his own shot, C.J. McCollum, you can go get him. And the Hawks finally decided, we'll go do that.
Sure.
And at the very least, they are now going back to Atlanta, tied 1-1. The Knicks are still favored to win the series, but not as much as they were when it started. Certainly not as much as they were before yesterday's game tipped off.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like, you got to think, this guy is playing in a playoff series against the core 4, you know, at FedEx Forum. Like, he's had a very long career.
We've had dudes retire. We put their names in the rafters, and this dude's still out there killing people in the playoffs.
Yeah, and putting up 30. Like, it's pretty wild.
32, 12 of 22 from the field, 12 in the fourth.
Yeah, I think he's been to conference finals before. Like, I do think that we're going to look back and be like, that's like when you do like the list, 20 years from now, it's like most underrated players in NBA history. He's probably going to be on that list because he's done a lot in his career. He's just obviously never won a championship. We'll see how many more years he has that he's going to play. I don't think they're winning a championship this year in Atlanta, but it does seem like they're building something kind of fun there. So maybe he'll be a part of it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Mike Brown taking some criticism this morning. He, of course, the first-year Knicks coach. Tell me if you think this is fair. The criticism is tied to this. They were up 12 in the fourth quarter. It's a fourth-quarter collapse. That's always going to be problematic for a coach. But they played like the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter with both Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns on the bench. And that lead got cut, and then it eventually got erased. He was asked after the game, why do you have your two best offensive players on the bench at any point in the fourth quarter at the same time? Because I think most coaches, certainly in the playoffs, you're not going to try to play any fourth quarter minutes without at least one of those guys on the court. You can put one on, take one off, that kind of stuff, close with both. But the idea that you would start the fourth with both of those guys on the bench, unusual. That's why he was asked about it. And he said, we have some data that shows the lineup we put out there had been good in the regular season, so we decided to roll with that. Problem, of course, is that into the regular season data, it's small sample size, and it's also regular season basketball. The first thing everybody tells you about the playoffs is what? It's different.
It's different, and you shorten your rotations, all that stuff.
So, like, what is he doing?
I don't know. And their bench has, like, that's never been one of their, big. That's never been one of their positives for the Knicks. Like, they're not a super deep team. And so, yeah, I didn't understand that at all. I thought he really messed up there.
Well, you go from the time that the fourth quarter started and you got a 12-point lead, by the time you get Towns and Brunson back into the game, that had been trimmed to 9. So you can say only 3 points, but when you lose by 1,
there it is.
Those 3 points matter.
Yeah.
I just don't understand this with basketball coaches. Like, they could sit down with me and explain it forever, and I'll just still look at them and go, I'm sure you have a point, but I don't agree with it every time. What is it about
the minutes?
Just why do basketball coaches always seem so interested in trying to prove they can win a game or maintain a lead with their best players sitting over here?
Yeah, I mean, especially in the postseason,
especially in the postseason,
because you have days off, you're not playing back to back.
I mean, I get tired of it in the regular season.
Right.
I'm like, go put the good players on the court and go try to win the game.
Yeah.
And then maybe you won't get swept by the Thunder in the first round because you won't even have to play them. If you just win a game in December and a game in January and instead of trying to save everybody for this magical moment that turns out doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
But that's a rant for a different year. Last night, you're in the playoffs. You have a double-digit lead at home with a chance to go up 2-0, and in part because you did not maximize that moment. You decided, we're fine, we're up, we're comfortable. I'll just set these guys over here. We got some limited sample size regular season data that says it's okay to do. Because you decided to do that rather than just, boom, let's put the game away. Now you're tied 1-1 going back to Atlanta. They've got momentum, whatever that's worth. CJ McCollum's got confidence. Now you're like in a fight.
Yeah.
You're in a real fight. I will never understand why coaches think we're up 12, we're fine. Why not think the exact opposite? We're up 12. Okay, we're up 12, and if we play this lineup, we might only be up 9 by the time we get to our best players. Why not think of it the opposite way? We're up 12. What if we put Brunson, Towns, and let's go up 15? Let's go up 15. And then, you know what? We can rest them at the end if they need rest. If we're in a position to do that, we can not, instead of sitting them for the first 4 minutes of the fourth, let's try to get up so big at the beginning of the fourth that we can sit them for the last 4 minutes of the fourth.
I like that plan.
I don't know. I'm not a basketball coach. But
it makes sense to me.
I've also never blown a fourth quarter lead in the playoffs to C.J. McCollum. Weird ending to the game. I don't know if you were watching live, but it was on NBC. Noah Eagle's on the call.
Yep.
He's terrific, but he was taking a little bit of a beating last night with the way this unfolded. And I want to tell you before we even watch it, it was not his fault. This is, you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Every play-by-play guy's got one in his ear. And you know who's on the other end of it? Producers and stat people and just a team of folks telling you things you need to know. And so where the confusion, if you were watching the game last night, and there's no indication that the Knicks were confused or that the Hawks were confused. There's no indication the players were confused. And
I was confused.
I was confused because I'm listening.
What's going on?
I'm listening to Noah. I trust my play-by-play guy. So anyway, what you're going to hear is it's a 1-point game, and C.J. McCollum, this Nick killer, is suddenly at the line missing free throws for some reason. It's crazy. Like C.J. McCollum just misses back-to-back free throws in the final 6 seconds. So 1-point game, he's at the line. He's got 2 free throws. Late in you see the graphic actually flash a timeout up under the Knicks. It's not there at 1 point. They put it up there. And it is crystal clear to me. Noah Eagle can speak on it whenever he wants to speak on it. It is crystal clear to me, somebody's in his ear saying the Knicks have 1 timeout. Obviously, a miss here, they're probably going to call the timeout to advance it. A make here, they'll call the timeout, but they're going to advance the ball. And so you hear Noah Eagle say, we'll watch all this. You hear him say, almost certainly the Knicks are going to use the timeout here because that's what everybody would do. And then it's a miss, rebound, and they just go. It looks like a college basketball game where you can't advance the ball. It looks like a college basketball game. So in real time, like Noah Eagle then goes, and they're not going to use the timeout. And it's like, well, maybe they're just trying to catch them. Like if everybody here, you know how in football sometimes it's like everybody thinks you're going to take a knee. So let's not take a knee and like try to catch them. Like, is that what the Knicks are doing? Because they called Noah Eagle at the very least because he's like, they're going to call the timeout. And it's like, they're not calling a timeout. And so there's like this confusion and there's a decent look at the buzzer. And if it goes in, the Knicks win and that building's about to come off the streets. And you find out subsequently they had no timeout. So when you're going, call the timeout, like Barstool even tweets this and is like, well, at least Mike Brown can take his extra timeout to game 3 with him down to Atlanta. Like Mike Brown was getting killed for that in addition to how he started the fourth quarter. And the truth is he did not have a timeout to use. He knew it. The players knew it. But NBC didn't know it. And it really just sort of messed up the end of the game to the point to where Maria Taylor in studio had to come out of a commercial and be like, there was some bad information relayed along and some bad information got to the wrong places, but the Knicks did not have a timeout when you were hearing our broadcast crew tell you that the Knicks had a timeout. Kyra, if you got it now, we can. I hope that's a good enough setup. Jesus Christ, I spent more time on it.
I don't even think I need to watch it.
Yeah, I think we got it now. This is like when I try to tell you, hey, have you seen this documentary? And then I just tell you everything about it, and you're like, all right, well, why do I want to watch it now? I feel like that's what I just did.
I'll watch it anyway.
Yeah, let's watch it. Let's pretend I didn't waste 3 minutes of your time. All right, let's watch it together.
Take its timeout, almost guaranteed here. And he missed both. Hart with a rebound. No timeout called. Get it up for Bridges. Put it up for the win. And he missed it. Atlanta comes all the way back from 14 down.
If you can see, the Knicks never hesitated. The Hawks never hesitated. Right. So everybody on the court knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But it was a confusing moment as a viewer because I'm like, are they not calling the timeout?
I know. I was.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? You know, and imagine you're a Knicks fan. It's weird because if you're a Knicks fan in the Garden, you're not thinking about a timeout. You're just like, we've got to get it and go because everybody's on the same page. Yeah. But if you're a Knicks fan watching on television, unless you're like keeping up with your own timeouts over here, and most people aren't, you're probably yelling at the TV. What are we doing? And turns out it was just bad information by NBC.
I also thought Mikal Bridges could have gotten closer to the rim there, but whatever.
That's a pretty good look.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, you'll live with that.
Yeah.
How about this? Pause it. Who would you rather be in that moment? He's up. Right here. Pause it. You rather be a Knicks fan or a Hawks fan?
Probably a Knicks fan.
I don't know, man. It's tough.
Yeah,
it's not clear either way to me, but like that's a pretty.
He makes that shot.
And it is funny. You think about how if he makes that shot, everything we're saying about C.J. McCollum is a totally different thing.
I know.
Instead of Nick Killer 32 points last night, it's like, yo, you missed 2 free throws in the final 6 seconds and then lost the game. Like you just lost the series.
Yeah.
So, make or miss league. You probably heard that before.
Yeah.
Then we get to the nightcap. And that was fun.
Dude, yeah. This is going to be a good series.
The best.
Yep. Again.
And it's just you've got real stars on both sides. And it's just a reminder that the NBA playoffs really do take it to another level. I guess this is true with most sports. Where is the sport where there is less difference between regular season and playoff? It's the NFL, isn't it?
I think this sport is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs. I think in the NFL, you get super high-level regular season games because the stakes are so much higher with individual games in the NFL.
Right. I think in the NBA, there's a dramatic, noticeable difference.
More than any other sport to me. Yeah.
Major League Baseball, you see it, but not necessarily because of what's happening on the field. It looks and crowds and intensity and, it's a 3-2 count in the first, and 50,000 people are on their feet, and you're just not going to get that in a regular season baseball game.
Right.
So I think the on-the-field product in baseball is fairly similar from a July regular season game to an October postseason game. It's just that because of the crowds and the intensity, the stakes, it just looks and feels different, but the product's probably about the same. The NBA product's not the same. It's different on the court.
For sure. And I think it's why it does frustrate people sometimes during the regular season. Like, you're just like, what the hell, man? Like, why are we not going all out? Now, in fairness, you can't. Like,
like, it is stupid. I don't like to use that word as much as I used to love to use that word. Yeah. But like, if you allow me today, it's April 21st. Can I use it today?
Yeah, sure.
It is stupid to say we have a sport where the athletes are paid tens of millions of dollars per year in many cases, up to $60 million per year. But we cannot ask them to play hard all the time. That's ridiculous. If that's actually like true from a physical like perspective, like it is impossible for the human body to do this thing at this level as much as we as a league are asking them to do, so they can't do it, then you got to change your schedule, right? Like if we were playing NFL games 3 times a week, if we just decided when we started the NFL, we'll just play on, we love Sundays, and then let's play on, let's play on Tuesdays and Thursdays too. Let's play Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday every week. At some point, they just started sitting down players, and they just started saying, our bodies can't do this. And then we would have said, okay, well then maybe we don't need to be playing 3 games a week. Yeah. Let's figure it out who's our best player. Patrick Mahomes, cool. Can we create a schedule where he can play every time his team plays at a high level? Sure. How often is that? Like once a week? Okay, cool. Then we're going to play football games once a week. And we settled in on that. The idea that the NBA has a schedule that people say, well, you can't ask NBA players to play hard that often. Well, then you got to change your schedule. Something's got to give. Either you got to call bullshit on your players and say, no, get out there and play. Stop being that way. Or you got to lighten up the schedule. Like one of the two. You can't keep going through a regular season every year where you just say, well, what do you want them to do? Play hard?
Yeah, I mean.
That's crazy. Like, you make $60 million. You can't play. Imagine if I only had to prepare. We just decided, because it's too hard to prepare for a show every day. I know it's apples and oranges, but you'll get the point. If we just decided preparing for a show, like spending 3 hours to prepare for a show 5 days a week, is like, that's asking too much from anybody. GP, prepare hard. Really give it your best on Mondays and Fridays. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, man, just come in here and get through it. That'd be crazy. Like and I know it's like it's not physically taxing the same way, but I'm just saying if you have a sport that makes it physically impossible for your athletes to try hard consistently, which is what NBA people say all the time, well, then you got to fix your sport. You got to fix your schedule.
I mean,
because it's crazy.
I think I don't know how you do it. I think you got to eliminate back-to-backs in the NBA. I think playing
it's not hard to figure out.
As hard as these dudes play, it makes as taxing as it is physically, like you just said. We should not be playing back-to-backs. That's just how I think that's an answer.
Here's the solution. You just got to get people to agree to it. But here is the actual solution in simple terms: fewer games, more time in between them. And yes, if it takes money off the table because you're not playing 82 regular season anymore, you're playing, I don't care what the number is, 70. But over the same amount of time relative to the calendar. So you strip 12 games off the schedule and you eliminate back-to-backs and you put real space in between games in a way where all of your medical people tell you, oh yeah, based on all the data we have, there is absolutely no reason a healthy basketball player shouldn't be able to play hard on this day and hard on this day and hard on this day. We have now spread this stuff out long enough to where all the data tells us this is possible. So if they keep telling you, well, what do you want us to do? They're just not pushing themselves. So then, yeah, okay, money comes off the table. All right, that's fine. Then instead of making $60 million a year, you have to make 52. All right, how much should life change between 52 and $60 million per year? Probably not that much. That's the way you fix it. It's a better product. It's a better everything. It's just less money for owners and less money for players. And you're going to have a hard time getting players and owners to give up money. In the meantime, you know who gets hurt by it? The fans. Because you watch a shitty product for much of the regular season only so that they can maximize money at both ends. It'd be best if they threw back some money here, cut some games, spread them out, and we get to watch the best basketball players in the world stay healthier and play high-level basketball more often. But I swear to God, I didn't mean to get off on this today. I really just wanted to talk to you about
where were we?
how fun the games were last night. So you get to the late night one, and you get Anthony Edwards on one side, Nikola Jokic on the other. These franchises have real history, and they deliver another compelling game that serves as a reminder, and this is, I guess, how we got off on that thing, that postseason basketball is just different than regular season basketball. I agree with you. I think the NFL kind of looks the same in week 3 as it does in the wild card weekend in terms of the way people are hitting each other, the way people are running routes. It's kind of the same product. They're trying pretty hard all the time. In basketball, it's just not true. There's a massive difference between a Tuesday night game in February and what we watched last night. And that's why even though we had to suffer, and like not just Grizzlies fans, but NBA fans suffer through a horrendous last month of the regular season where about a third of the league was like actively not trying to win, just a terrible product. Now we get to the good stuff. And that was on full display last night, not necessarily in Cleveland, but definitely in Midtown Manhattan in that Knicks-Hawks game, and then undeniably in the late game in Denver where the Timberwolves go in to Ball Arena, upset the Nuggets, and tie that series at 1-1. And so tonight, now we get 3 more games, 6 o'clock, Sixers and Celtics, 7 o'clock, Blazers and Spurs, 9:30, Rockets, Lakers. Bennett, which of those 3 interests you the most, you think?
I'll be interested to actually see if the Rockets can. I still think that they got a good chance of winning this series, just because no Luka. Yeah, I think Rockets Lakers for me.
Yeah, well, with the Rockets, you're always just Luka's sidelined and LeBron's 41.
Right.
And a 41-year-old could be sidelined at any moment for any number of reasons. So of course they're still in this thing, but that's perhaps more compelling than some people thought it might be when Luka Doncic went down and then went to Spain trying to get healed, but he's not quite there yet. Either way, I think the thing I'm looking most forward to, maybe not because it's the best game on paper, but Blazer Spurs represents tonight what is going to be Victor Wembanyama's first game since yesterday, being announced as the youngest Defensive Player of the Year award winner in NBA history. Like, I'm looking forward to that just scene. And then just him on this stage again after he was incredible, 35 points in his first career playoff game. I saw one NBA writer tweet last night or yesterday that some basketball person had told him at some point last year, I just thought this was interesting, that last season, in other words, the 2024-25 season, they said last season would be the last time somebody other than Wemby would win Defensive Player of the Year for a while. Not like, oh, he'll get it next year. It'll be like he'll get it next year and the year after that and the year after that and the year after that, and this thing ain't going to stop for a long time. And now here we are. He's not only, as of yesterday, the youngest Defensive Player of the Year winner in history, he is also the first unanimous Defensive Player of the Year in history. There's 100 people who vote on this award. All 100, every one of them, Wembanyama first on their ballots. Chet Holmgren got 76 of a possible 100 second place votes. So it was a 2-man race, but really it was a 1-man runaway. Trivia time for you.
Okay.
And I don't guess it's really trivia because there's no actual answer. I just like to give you your best guess. When's the next season Victor Wembanyama does not win Defensive Player of the Year? And then tell me, when that happens, will it be because somebody is actually better than him, or will it just be because he didn't meet whatever requirement the NBA might have on minimum games to be eligible for an award like that award.
I think the latter. That he gets injured or something.
As long as he plays, he's winning it.
For a while, I think so. Yeah.
There's just nothing like him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably going to lead the league in blocks.
And this is why he would be my MVP, because he is so clearly the best defensive player in the world, like by far, that if you can even make an argument on the offensive end for him, and you obviously can, that is the most valuable player in the world. I think that's the most valuable basketball player in the world.
I think so too.
If you want to say Jokic is the best still, I'm okay. I'm not arguing. If you want to say SGA, best player on best team, fine. I'll listen to that. I don't think it's a disgrace if somebody other than Wembanyama wins MVP. But he is the most valuable player in the world. And I know this is easy when people say things like, if you could only have one player for the rest of his career, who would it be? That's Wemby. Easy. If you say anybody other than him, you're just being ridiculous. All right? I think I could still make this argument. If you could only have one player like right now for the rest of these playoffs, I'm not sure it's not him. I mean, it could be Jokic, it could be SGA, it could be Anthony Edwards. I got it. It could be Jalen Brunson. It could be CJ McCollum.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's not Wemby. He's amazing. He's amazing.
I think the one thing that I agree, like if you're starting a team tomorrow, I think that's who you're taking number one overall. But I do want to see him hit some, like there's going to be a moment where he's going to have to hit some big shots in the playoffs this year. And so I want to see that.
I'm skeptical of nothing with him.
Yeah.
Nothing. I have no skepticism of him. There is nothing you could say he will accomplish in his career, and I'll say, no way. If you said 6 titles, I would not say no way. Okay. If you said 4 MVPs, I would not say that's crazy.
He ain't getting 6 titles. Too much parity now.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't, that's probably the main reason, though. Because it's just hard to keep these things together.
Yes.
As Oklahoma City will soon find out, which is like another problem with this league.
They have first-round picks, multiple ones for like the next decade.
I know, and they have one championship, Oklahoma City. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. The core of the first OKC team, if the Thunder win, let's say 4 titles, it won't be the same core that wins the 4th. The same core will not win the 4th that won the 1st.
Agreed.
Yeah. So it's just hard to keep these teams together. So they might run into that. But he's something.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch him. And it's pretty clear at this point. That the NBA is going to have to address the 65-game requirement for these awards. And you want me to tell you why? I can make this argument in a way where there's no counter argument for it. You can't even push back sensibly when I frame it this way. If the question is, why does the NBA have to get off of the 65-game minimum requirement for these big awards? Because I know there's some good that comes from it. It pushes players to play late in a regular season when they otherwise might not. I got that. You still got to get rid of it, or at least alter it. And here's why. Because the best defensive player in the world and first unanimous defensive player of the year winner in NBA history was like, you ready for this? A case of food poisoning away from not even being eligible for the award. The requirement is 65 games to be eligible. Wemby played exactly 65. If he missed any other game for any other reason, without some sort of waiver or something, if he missed any other game for any other reason, based on current requirements, he would have been ineligible for the award. Literally 100 out of 100 voters believes he deserves. Isn't that silly?
Yes.
If he would have woke up one day and had a cold and said, I don't think I can get out of bed, well, then you can't become the first unanimous defensive player of the year in NBA history, even though if we just lowered the requirement to 64 games, you would still get 100 of 100 first place votes.
Man, in
what world does it make sense to keep a person from winning an accolade that will go on his Wikipedia page based on number of games played? If I understand why that rule was put into place, I got it. But it does more bad than good. It does more bad than good in the sense that it could rob otherwise undeniably worthy players of awards they would otherwise get.
I agree. I mean, like, selfishly, just looking at it from like a Grizzlies perspective, we got to see him here down the stretch because he had to, like, it was probably a night that he might sit, but he had to play to get to that 65. And so, you know, in a lost season for us, everybody got to see Wemby downtown.
I got that. This would be my argument at least. That is a small good that comes from this requirement. People in Memphis got to see Wemby at a time they otherwise might not have. All right? That's a small good that comes from this requirement. But it is not as impactful, I don't think, as the bigger bad that comes from if that dude would have missed one more game, he doesn't get an award. Everybody
thinks
everybody believes he deserves clearly over everybody else. I understand the small good. I would just rather avoid the big bad. And Wemby not winning Defensive Player of the Year because he missed one more game for whatever reason would have been bad. Now, in a perfect world, if you can fix your tanking problem, which is what the NBA and Adam Silver say they're going to do, then you can maybe eliminate any reason, or any big reason, or at least decrease the reason. You have to have a minimum game requirement for your biggest awards, right? Fix one problem, maybe it fixes the other. Perhaps not. I hope so. Because here's another thing. Wemby was asked about all this stuff. You know what he said? He literally said the hardest part about winning the award, Defensive Player of the Year, wasn't being awesome at defense. That's easy. It was playing 65 games.
Oh, my God.
That's what he said. The hardest part about winning the award was just meeting the requirements, not being the best defensive player in the world.
Yeah.
I am the best defensive player in the world. I wake up every day as the best defensive player in the world. Probably going to be that for the next decade. Get used to it. It's not hard for me to be the best defensive player in the world. That's what he said.
Yeah.
It's not hard. I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say all this stuff. But, like, this is the sentiment. It's not hard for me to be the best defensive player in the world. I am that. What's hard is playing these 65 games. I almost didn't get there. So this is ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully the NBA can fix it and will fix it. Either way, Wemby's back on the court tonight. Second playoff game. It's on NBC. Tip is scheduled for a little after.
I'm fired up.
7 o'clock.
I hope they have that court in place as well.
The Fiesta Court?
The Fiesta Court is dope. Like, it's really good. They should just go back to their old, theming on their uniforms.
I saw Bill Simmons.
I think they did do like a city edition that was similar, something like that, but still.
I saw Bill Simmons getting beat up a little bit because he didn't like it. He publicly expressed disdain. I know. It's a weird thing not to like. Or it's a weird thing to be bothered by. You can not like it, just like, I can not like anything I don't like. But, like, to be upset about it or bothered by it.
Yeah.
People are like, why is this the thing?
I think it's good. Yeah.
It just seemed like one of those things. It probably made sense in his head, but when he said it into a microphone, it was like, yeah. He even acknowledged. I know I sound like an old man just bitching about stuff. He even acknowledged that, so that's fine. I guess we all do it sometimes. Yeah. I'm with you. I like the Fiesta stuff.
It's good.
Looks fun. David Robinson right there, Tim Duncan right there, Wemby on the court, different colors everywhere.
I'm sick of all these teams, dude.
Everybody has it pretty good.
I just don't like watching other teams have success. I'm sorry.
I watch it and I just go, man, maybe someday that'll be us.
Yeah.
See? That's the
really just Western Conference teams. I could watch the Eastern Conference playoffs and be like, this is great. In the West, I'm envious.
I don't get envious.
And bitter.
I don't get bitter. I go, that could be us. I go, that was us, and that could be us again. And I can't wait. You know what the playoffs remind me of?
What?
I told this to Vernon the other day. It's fun to be good. You lose sight of that sometimes when you're just good. We were good for like a long period of time. We were good.
Don't get me started.
Maybe we were never great. Maybe we were never winning a title, but we were good consistently for a while. And I think you start to take that for granted.
I have stood on forever. I think just being good is good enough sometimes.
Except we know from having lived through it. At some point, you get tired. You do. You can say you won't. But you do. You just go like, man, is this wall we going to be?
Not me.
Okay.
Not I.
Okay. Well,
if you could tell me right now, your team might never win a championship in your lifetime, but you're going to go to the playoffs every single year, I would say, okay, I'll take it.
That's maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what, when I watch, I don't get envious. It's just like if I when I was a younger man, I might go to somebody's nice home, way nicer home than I would have, right? I don't walk into their home and get jealous of them or get envious of them. I walk into that home and I go, well, maybe I could aspire to something like this someday. Maybe I could lay my head on a pillow in a place like this one day. So when I'm watching the Timberwolves last night, or watch the Spurs tonight, I don't get jealous of them. I don't go, why them, not us? I go, why don't we get like them?
Okay.
I want to be like them. I want to get me a Wemby.
Well, I don't know if he's in this draft. It is a good draft, but I don't know if he's in this one.
It does suck that they always get the Wembys and the Robinsons and the Duncans.
Yeah, what's going on there? What's going on?
I think they're just.
How'd they get so lucky?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. Either.
I don't know. I don't know where them scientists are. I don't know nothing.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get to some real conspiracy theories.
Let's get some real stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, if you think it's wild how the Spurs end up with all these great bigs, you ain't gonna believe what's happening to these scientists.
Man, yeah. I don't know if I have answers, but I'll try my best.
This is one of those stories where I see it on Twitter, and it's from like an account that doesn't really, it doesn't say CBS News on it.
Correct. Gotta be careful.
And I'm like, and it's like all these scientists who are like researching all this stuff, and now they're dead or they're gone or they can't find them. And I'm like, all right, well that's I'm looking almost to see if like Alex Jones tweeted it or something, right? But then they're like, it's on CBS News, and it's become mainstream media, and it looks like it's wild out there.
Something's going on.
Well, I saw somebody tweet, because that's all I do is just sit around and watch people tweet.
Mm-hmm.
They said, this is every movie. We're in the first 10 minutes of it right now. We're in the first 10 minutes of the movie. The first 10 minutes of, there's 11 scientists missing. Blah, 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 blah. You know what happens next in the movie.
Hell yeah, I do. I've seen plenty.
It's over for us, man.
I don't know.
It's over
I can't
for
begin
us.
to know.
I don't even know why we sit here and talk about the draft every day. We're all talking about in lottery odds May 10th. We'll find. It's over by May 10th.
There is a lane for this. I think InfoWars just went away, so there's an opening for this. There's a lane. If you want to switch things up.
No, I'm scared the world's going to be over before the draft. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm scared the world is going to be over before the draft gets here.
Okay.
The strait is closed. All right. Mm-hmm. We're missing 11 scientists.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to watch AJ DeBonsa put on a Grizzlies hat. That's like, I don't ask for much.
Man.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I don't know.
All right.
We'll try to figure it out.
Well, let's take a break, catch our breath.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody needs a 42-minute open. Okay.
I did. Okay. I needed it.
I feel like Vernon over here just talking for 42 minutes without taking a break. Who do I think I am? Keep this up. I'll be doing Masters updates tomorrow.
Yeah, you will.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to take a break. We're going to catch our breath. We're going to wonder how much money somebody thinks Aaron Bradshaw's worth these days.
Okay.
All right. Then I'll tell you about another player who might be making a surprising decision.
Okay.
Then we'll eventually get to these missing scientists, and then we'll discuss David being charged with first-degree murder.
Great.
There's a lot going on. We're going to have no problem filling this show up.
I'm excited.
Man, me too. Be back in a second.
The Grizzlies are proud to team up with Prime Global Group, a company on a mission to redefine real estate investment. By leveraging deep experience, strategic insight, and robust resources, Prime Global Group is shaping a smarter, socially responsible future. Whether you're an investor or simply curious, now's the time to explore innovative strategies that align with your values. Join the movement and discover how you can be a part of this exciting evolution. Visit primeglobalgroup.net to learn more and connect with the team today. That's primeglobalgroup.net.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled, and Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. That's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays, in the evenings, and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in, and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's Orthosouth at orthosouth.org.
Kevin Garnett returned to Minnesota. How awesome was this? Look at this.
That's love right there.
When he walks in, and they brought him out of the tunnel. They're like, welcome back. They played like a tribute video.
That's the reason why guys like TA and them are here, bro.
It's the best.
You want to see the OGs back showing love.
It's the best. That is the best. Nothing has felt more wrong than Kevin Garnett not being a part of that.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Grizzlies, take your fandom to the next level by becoming an MVP.
How long have you been an MVP?
Since day one.
Enjoy the great benefits of being a season ticket member. Pre-game MVP moments, including Autograph Alley, exclusive Grizz gear deals, access to member or MVP-only player events, and much more.
He's been an MVP for 22 years!
Become a Grizzlies MVP today.
Orthopedic injuries can be unpredictable, unforeseen, and unscheduled. And Ortho South understands this better than anyone. Since your injuries don't make appointments, you don't need to either. And that's because Ortho South welcomes walk-ins during the weekdays in the evenings and even on Saturdays. So next time an unforeseen injury makes an unscheduled appearance in your life, visit orthosouth.org to find your nearest urgent care location. Just walk in and Ortho South will take care of everything, especially you. Learn more at orthosouth.org. That's orthosouth.org. Now I got 5 more things you need to know.
Number 1.
Aaron Bradshaw is back in the transfer portal. Home sweet home for him.
Damn.
That man. You know what? In fairness, that's the only good things that ever happened to him are in the transfer portal.
Well,
once he's out of there, he ain't worth anything.
he was okay down the stretch.
He's okay down the stretch.
Yeah.
I don't want to pile on. We thank him for his service. Let's just thank him for his service.
Yeah, I mean, look, he did change my mind. I mean, I remember sitting here at the beginning of the season. I think it was maybe like 6-7 games in, and I was like, "Bro, just get him off my team."
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, we might be better without him. And he now, to his credit, I think to Penny's credit, like he did find a rhythm. Like he improved. They got to a point this season where they couldn't have him off the court. Like he had to play. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, they weren't winning anyway, so like whatever.
Right.
But he was one of their more important players this season. And I think I said to you a few weeks ago, I would be totally fine with him coming back. But now that he's going back in the transfer portal, I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's not. I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I don't want to have revisionist history here. Like, given the state of Memphis basketball, I'd take Aaron Bradshaw on the roster,
For sure.
I guess. But I also didn't shed a tear when I heard he was in the transfer portal because he's the fairest thing you can say about him is that he's an underachieving, mostly disappointing basketball player who at 3 different schools has now not been worth the money he's been paid. That's true.
Yeah, I will be very interested to see where, because I still, when he came here, when we talked about it, when he signed with Memphis, it was like, this actually might be a decent spot for him because he's clearly not a guy that's going to be able to perform at like a Kentucky or an Ohio State,
right,
like and put up huge numbers at those schools. So maybe you take a step down, you come to Memphis, and it's a bit. The numbers are about the same.
He averaged 2.6 more points, grabbed about 1.5 more rebounds, did all that in a few more minutes per game, shot a little better from the field, but he's more or less the same.
Yeah.
Disappointing, frustrating, foul trouble, just whatever. Maybe not. Just you watch him and you go, man, why aren't you better at this?
For sure.
Why aren't you better at this? You should be better than this. You were taller and more athletic than everybody else on the court. You should be better than this. Which, by the way, is how you end up going to Kentucky at a high school to play for John Calipari. Because you look the right way, run the right way. You check all the boxes. This guy was a projected lottery pick coming out of high school. All right? If you were like, and Aaron Bradshaw's in the class of 2023. Now let's do a mock draft for 2024. He was in the lottery. All right? Then he goes to Kentucky. Disappointing. Out of there. Goes to Ohio State. Disappointing. Comes to Memphis. And I, like you, thought, okay, this will, even if you're a knucklehead, you're now a knucklehead playing against UT San Antonio. All right? You were a projected lottery pick 2 years ago. Now I need you to just go dunk on some Roadrunners.
Yes.
Can you go dominate some UTSA Roadrunners and some East Carolina Pirates? Okay, we realized you couldn't dominate Florida and Alabama in the SEC, and you couldn't dominate Michigan and Michigan State in the Big Ten. But can you dominate East Carolina and UTSA in the American? Maybe I'm a sucker, Bennett, but I thought he probably could.
Didn't get a chance to play against UTSA, I don't believe. East Carolina, 4 points, 1 rebound, so it didn't go great.
Yeah, so he's just, that's who he is at this point. I can't imagine another high major would invest real money in him. Like at some point, if you pick up the phone, like imagine if I picked up the phone, because I could tell you, if I called John Calipari, Jake Diebler, and Penny Hardaway today, and I said, hey, I saw Aaron Bradshaw's in the portal. I'm an SEC middle of the pack coach thinking about taking him. None of them would tell me it's worth my money or worth my time. None of them would tell me that. So, like, who takes him?
I would.
Desperate. You just got to be desperate.
Yeah, I mean, I would think it would be a Power 5 level program, but it's like you said, it's probably going to be one of those that's like we missed out on guys.
And I'm not even sure it's a Power 5 thing because, like, at some point, also, like, Penny was on the record saying, yeah, we had to fine him. We had to fine him, take his NIL.
I completely forgot about that.
So, like, he's a disappointing player who also seems to be a problem off the court. Otherwise, you wouldn't be getting fined all the time.
That was.
If you ever reach a point in your life where somebody can call your last 3 bosses and all 3 of them will say, you should not hire this person, you're the problem. You're the problem. And if you'll accept the analogy, his last 3 bosses, John Calipari, Jake Diebler, Penny Hardaway, they'd all 3 tell you, I wouldn't hire him again if I were you. That's bad. He will make less money as a 20-whatever-year-old senior in college than he did as a teenage freshman.
Yeah.
You going backwards, buddy.
It does leave a void, though.
You going backwards.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing him play against the Hustle someday.
I would bet on that.
Yeah.
I would bet on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it does leave a void. They're going to have to obviously get a.
Here's the problem with all
front
this,
court,
to your point. We just spent however many minutes basically clowning Aaron Bradshaw.
Mm-hmm.
He's still probably better than any big they're going to get, right?
Him. Yeah. Who replaces him?
So that's the problem.
Yeah. Tough spot.
We wish everybody luck.
Number 2.
So the transfer portal closes tonight. If you ain't in it by midnight, you ain't getting in it.
Okay.
Now, once you're in it, you can stay in it forever. Then, like, you can enroll in September if you want to. You can stay uncommitted till September, commit, enroll, play basketball, whatever you want to do. But if you got to get in the portal, you got to get into it by midnight. A lot of speculation after Braylon Mullins announced over the weekend that despite being projected as a mid-first round pick, he's going to return to UConn. Then on Monday, Patrick Gongba at Duke, another possible first-round pick, announced he's skipping the draft, going to come back to college. And today, it hadn't happened yet, and I'm not reporting that it will. I'm just saying you could do a lot of Twitter searches and like stuff starting to pop up. Sounds like Thomas Houck at Florida is going to announce he's going to stay out of the NBA draft and return to Gainesville for another season. This is a young man who is a projected lottery pick by some. And this is just not something that would have happened 5 years ago or 10 years ago. But a combination of things, one more important than the other, but they both factor in here, is leading to Braylon Mullins coming back to school, Patrick Gongba coming back to school, and maybe Thomas Houck and others before these decisions have to be made. One is, you've heard this a million times, this is the greatest freshman class possibly in history. That means it's one of the deepest drafts possibly in history. The same prospect, the same caliber player that would go 5 in this draft might go 1 in next year's draft.
Okay.
Like if you tell me Keaton Wagler would be the 5th pick in this draft, I would tell you I would rather have him over anybody that'll be in next year's draft. Similarly, if you are Braylon Mullins and you're projected to go 17th in this draft, that could easily turn into 10 in next year's draft. And with a rookie scale, like that's millions of dollars. So part of this is you can improve your draft stock just by getting A.J. DeBonsa, Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer, Keaton Wagler, Caleb Wilson, all these, just by getting them out of your way, you can improve your draft stock because next year's high school class, the graduates right now, the ones that'll be college freshmen next season, they're not as good collectively. So that's part of it. But the biggest part of it is the money. You know how much money some people think Thomas Houck might get to play at Florida next season? Just a number, but it's a number that's floating around, $6 million.
Golly.
Right? That's more than you're going to make next year if you're like the 15th pick in the draft. So we are living in a time where I know that the NCAA thought that we would have what amounted to a salary cap, but nobody is playing by those rules. They're just not. And whether you're Braylon Mullins or Thomas Houck, what you've realized in this time is that we've now, once upon a time for decades, if you were projected as a middle first round pick, it was almost like financially necessary. Like it's too good to pass up. It would be, John Calipari used to say things like this. I would tell, Sean Williams or DeJuan Wagner, if you want to help my family, come back to school. If you want to help your family, you need to go to the draft. He famously said he took DeJuan Wagner's scholarship papers and tore them up. Young man, this is too much money. You have to go. Now, I don't know whether any of that's true or not, but these are stories that he told. What I do know is true is that is the way it used to go. You're projected to go 11th in the draft. Legally, your options are become a millionaire in the NBA or come back to college for a scholarship. That wasn't even something you really thought about, with few exceptions. But now you're not picking between a scholarship and some under-the-table money, if you want to keep it real, and millions of dollars in the NBA. You know what you're picking between? Millions of dollars in the NBA or millions of dollars in college. Sometimes the money's greater in college.
It was just reported a minute ago that he is returning.
Okay, so here we are. So Thomas Houck back to Florida. And he will probably make more money in college next year than he would have made in the NBA. But even for the sake of the argument, so I can hammer it home, let's pretend the money is exactly the same. No difference, not a penny more or less. Then it just comes down to, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Where would you have more fun? As a junior in college, one of the faces of college basketball, best player on your team, on the best team in the SEC, you ready? When the top 25 and 1 updates, Florida will be number 1. They're now returning everybody that mattered other than Xavier Lee. They're like returning 6 of their top 7 scorers from a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament that won the SEC by 3 games. They're preseason number 1 now until, Michigan and Duke and those other teams get to rocking and rolling. But when it updates today, Florida will be number 1. What's more fun? To be the best player on the best team in college basketball, playing 2 games a week, maximum of 40 for, let's just call it $6 million. Or instead of playing 40, you play 82. You're not the best player anymore. You might not even be in the rotation. If you're playing in a rotation, it's probably for a team that loses a lot. If you're on a good team, you're probably not playing much. Neither one of those things is much fun. You might have to bounce back and forth between the NBA and the G League. So on any given week, you could be sitting on an NBA bench or playing in a G League game that nobody's watching. And you ain't making a penny more than you'd make if you just stayed at college. What are we even talking about? It's not a hard decision, I don't think. And I understand getting to the NBA as soon as possible and get to that second contract as soon as possible. But that factor, that would be under the pros of enter the draft now, but it's not a big one to me. Like, worry about that second contract. Like, some guys don't even get to the second contract. It's way better what's better than getting the second contract early? Getting the second contract when you're awesome and already showing you're impactful. And every year you delay getting to the NBA is a year where you should be more prepared for the NBA. So I'm not ignorant to the idea of, well, you need to get to that second contract as soon as possible. I understand it. It's just that would not be the most important thing to me right now. The most important thing to me right now, if this were me or if it were my son, I have a son around this age. If my son were Thomas Houck, here's what I would tell him. Are you having a good time? Yeah, Dad, I'm the leading scorer at Florida. You know, probably going to be a preseason first-team All-American if I come back. Preseason SEC Player of the Year. And I heard that bald guy that hosts that podcast say that we'll probably be preseason number 1. Yeah, that sounds amazing. And the alternative would be go to the draft. You don't know who's going to draft you. You don't know where you're going to live. You don't know who your teammate's going to be. But you do know you probably won't play a lot for a good team. And if you do play at all, it's probably for a bad one. You'll never get this opportunity. You'll never have another opportunity, probably, to be the best player on the best team in a basketball league that matters. You can do that right now and not leave a penny on the table. This is such an easy decision for me. If this were me or my son, this is 100% what we'd be doing. And I'm not even sure Thomas Houck's going to be the last one to make this decision today. In the past few days, we've got Braylon Mullins, Patrick Gongba, and now Thomas Houck. All possible, if not likely, if not guaranteed, first-round picks coming back to college. It's great for college basketball. I know that NIL and rev share is not for everybody. It has damaged mid-majors. It has damaged low majors. It has made it more difficult for Memphis. I got it. But the tip-top of the sport has never been better, or at least hasn't been better in decades. You got better players playing college basketball. Super talented dudes who would otherwise be in the NBA deciding, no, I'd rather play college basketball. Not to mention all the international prospects who would be playing overseas who are like, no, we're going to college because that's where the money is. This is good stuff. I know it's not for everybody, but if you just like watching quality basketball at the top of the sport, this is all positive stuff.
Number 3.
Dan Patrick reported yesterday on the Dan Patrick Show that his sources have told him the Super Bowl in 2030 will be played in Nashville's new downtown stadium. Does that make you jealous, or does that make you a proud Tennessean?
Oh, I'm Team Tennessee.
I know you're Team Tennessee.
You know I'm Team Tennessee.
But you are in the minority down this way.
I don't think that's true.
Most okay. Tell me what you think's not true. That most Memphians don't have some sort of in their heart for Nashville. And perhaps because Nashville put it there with their racist looks.
I don't know. I mean, I like going to Nashville.
I like going to Nashville too. I have a good time in Nashville. Every time I go, I have a good time.
I like living here, so I don't.
I like living here, but I enjoy Nashville, and I don't root against Nashville. I don't go boo Vanderbilt. I don't go boo the Titans. I don't hate their hockey team. I don't love their politicians. But I don't. The city of Nashville as a place, I don't mind it at all.
The Vols, that's a different story, but they reside somewhere else.
I don't have hatred for the Vols either. I don't care about a lot of hate.
I'm about to go on vacation to that neck of the woods here in a couple weeks. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
better be careful, huh?
Be careful.
Yeah.
I can get you an orange hat. You can try to blend in a little bit.
I'd rather jump off a mountain.
Okay. Well, you can do both of those things in that part of the country.
Yeah.
They have mountains.
Yeah.
And you can leap. You can leap if you want to.
Yeah.
You don't think most Memphians feel some kind of way about Nashville? I think you and I are in the minority that we don't hate Nashville. I think that used to be a thing. It definitely was a thing when I was a kid. I think it used to be a thing.
Kind of hard to feel that way now, just because look how far that city's gone in 2 decades.
It's one of the most. I'm not sitting here trying to glaze Nashville, but
I'm not either. But
it's the place everybody wants to be in 2000. Like it's companies are moving there, people are moving there. Like,
I'm just not gonna. And
Justin Timberlake moved there, for crying out loud.
I mean, Memphis is my heart, man. So like, I'm not but I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, Nashville sucks.
Nashville doesn't suck. Nashville doesn't suck.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
The way they treat us is sometimes sucky.
Yeah, and if somebody ever said that to me, I would tell them to go to hell.
That's right.
Yeah.
But the places have that. So I wouldn't mind having a Super Bowl in the state of Tennessee.
I want to go.
You realize that stadium, we're going to have Super Bowls, WrestleManias, everything. Everything, Final Four. A Final Four will be in Nashville. Everything you can think of is going to be in that stadium in Nashville.
and I'm going to be there.
For all of it.
Not all of it, but I definitely want to do WrestleMania and a Super Bowl for sure. I mean, those are both like bucket. Now Super Bowl I think is like astronomical. I think I'm pretty sure Super Bowls are way more expensive than going to WrestleMania. I could be wrong.
They're all expensive.
I know they're all expensive, but I think Super Bowls have historically that's like one of the most expensive tickets.
They're all expensive.
Yeah.
They're all expensive. But that stadium, because you have this city that is a destination city now. People want to go to and be in Nashville. Even Devin and Roser. Ask them where they spent their weekend.
I know I don't go as much as they do. Yeah, they go a little too far with it.
They love to sit over there and talk about how much they want to rep the M. But then you text them and be like, "What y'all doing this weekend?"
Yeah, they're a little aggressive with their Nashville. I like to dabble. They're a little aggressive with their love.
You turn them cameras on. They want to rep the M. All right, but then you ask them to meet you at Silky's and they can't.
Nah, I mess with Nashville.
They're always wanting to rep the M. But then you say, "Hey, I'm at Rum Boogie. Won't you come meet me for a drink?" And you know what they say?
I'm at Printer's Alley.
Well, no, I hope they don't say I'm at Printer's Alley.
Isn't that what that thing, that area
Printer's Alley?
Isn't that what, like a...
Printer's Alley?
Yeah, in Nashville?
I don't know about Printer's Alley in Nashville. I know about Printer's Alley in Memphis.
No, they got one too.
Is it like ours?
It's got some nice restaurants and stuff.
Okay, that's a different thing. We were talking. There used to be a bar in Memphis called Printer's Alley.
I remember it. Yeah. Was it scary? I don't think I ever went. I don't think I ever went to Printer's Alley.
Well, good. I'm waiting for somebody in the chat to. Printer's Alley was a buddy. If you were in Printer's Alley,
look, man.
If you were in Printer's Alley, you were there for a reason.
And the thing is, 2030. Okay, so we're in. So 20. Man, this is going to work out great because my Tennessee Titans are going to be 2030. That's in 4 years. I think we'll be ready for a Super Bowl run at that point.
Okay. Super Bowl for the Titans.
I think we'll be ready for a Super Bowl run at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's build this thing up over these next couple seasons, and then I think by 2030 we can be ready to do the thing.
Man. Printer's Alley got me shaking.
Yeah.
Just the thought of it got me shaking over here. I don't know what you're thinking about in Nashville. But I know you could text Devin and Roser and be like, "Hey, guys, won't you come meet me? I'm at BB King's." Nope. They done checked into
Jason Aldean's Bar and Grill. Yep.
I don't know, GP. When could you get here? I got a table for 4 at Kid Rock's place.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Dev's got a table for 4 at Kid Rock's bar. Rep it and come back in on Monday. Rep the M. Oh, I'm going to rep the M. Put his jaws back on when he gets here.
No, he's my Titans Connect, so I can't. I will not disparage Dev. He's my Titans hookup. I'm trying to get like him.
I'm happy for Nashville.
Me too.
I'm happy.
It's gonna be good.
We're gonna have all these great things come to our state. And nobody will think about us when they're in our state.
Hey,
it won't reflect well on us. It won't have anything to do with us.
Hey, they're going to Super Bowl. Maybe we'll get an NBA final. Hey, 2030, could we maybe? Hey, how about this? They're going to Super Bowl in 2030. Could we get an NBA finals in 2030 and like just the state of Tennessee, has it all?
It seems more likely we're going to get a monster jam.
That's 4 years. 4 years. I don't know. Let's see how this draft shakes out.
Seems like you're going to look up and be trying to make plans for Monster Jam.
Dude, the Spurs were all the way back in like a couple years.
And we're going to get Monster Jam.
Nah, bro. We're going to get a finals.
And we're going to get a Chris Brown at Simmons Bank. It'll get canceled eventually. All right. They get the Super Bowl. We get Chris Brown on paper, but eventually canceled. Maybe I am jealous of them.
Yeah, it's the vitriol.
Yeah, I wasn't jealous when we started this, but now I'm starting to get jealous. All right, hit your button. Let's get to the important stuff.
Okay.
Hit your little stupid button.
Number 4.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Bennett, I've been so focused on the Strait of Hormuz.
Okay.
I didn't even know we were missing scientists.
11 to be exact. Here's the thing. I like to dabble in certain parts of the internet, and I've been knowing about this for a while.
You've been out front. You've been waiting. When is it safe to text this to GP and get it into five more things?
This is one of those when there's like 5 scientists missing. It's like, I'm just gonna sit back. I'm just gonna wait at all that person saying that's probably not gonna make 5 more things. But then when the news starts reporting it. Multiple networks, I'm like, okay, now's the time.
Yeah, man. So
now's the time.
All right, I probably ain't been on it as long as you've been on it, but I was made aware. It came across my timeline. I swear to God, everything I'm telling you is true.
Yep.
This thing comes across my timeline. It's like these scientists that are like studying gravity and space.
Yes.
They are either dead or missing.
Yes.
And there's no great explanation for what is going on. And then I looked at the thing, and it was just like this random account. And I was like, well, this is how my neighbors end up crazy. They see stuff like this, and then they go, and this is exactly.
You got to be careful.
This is exactly what happened to that girl I went to high school with that I see on Facebook all the time, just ranting and raving.
Yeah.
All right. This is exactly the type of stuff she sees and then sends to all of her friends. So I was like, I'm not going to be like her.
No, I'm going to monitor. I'm going to monitor the situation.
I wasn't even going to monitor.
I was definitely monitoring the situation.
I was just like, I don't want to end up like her.
I
don't even need to be seeing that. I don't even need to know that somebody out there thinks these scientists are missing. So I just kept it moving. I watched like some good fist fight video.
Yep.
There's always one of them right around the corner.
Of course.
So I watched a good fist fight video and I just kept it moving. But now the FBI is speaking on this.
Yeah.
The FBI, and I don't know if we can trust anything going on with the FBI, all right? So, it sounds like the director might be an alcoholic.
Well, so the Trump administration has directed federal agencies to investigate whether a series of deaths and disappearances among scientists with high-level security clearances are linked. The press secretary confirmed the probe following reports that 11 individuals tied to sensitive military, nuclear, and aerospace research have been affected or disappeared, or dead.
So now it's been picked up by NBC News, CBS News, all your news, all right? So this is like a legitimate thing. Since 2022, at least 11 scientists with ties to sensitive government projects, including the nation's nuclear programs, NASA, or other sensitive topics, have died or disappeared.
That's just...
Okay, people die, all right?
People die.
But outside of Nancy Guthrie, who just disappears?
And some of these deaths,
you can tell
extremely mysterious.
It's like these people that accuse famous people and real powerful people of like some crazy stuff, and then the next thing you know, they're dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So I
don't like people disappearing. People die.
So Monica,
you ain't gonna get me to raise my eyebrows too much. People dying, but when people start disappearing, you shouldn't disappear. Like, you don't know anybody who's ever disappeared?
I don't think so.
That's crazy.
You want me to go through some of these?
Like if you just went to if you went to your little baseball team and you went 3 straight weeks without seeing one of the dads, and you'd be like, "Hey, what happened to Ben?" And they'd be like, "He disappeared." You'd be like, "What?
What? What do you mean? We can find everybody."
What do you mean he disappeared?
We literally can track anyone.
What do you mean? Except Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah, that's accurate.
That's wild. I can't
believe that. Yeah.
So this is the way TV works. I go to bed last night watching Timberwolves and Nuggets, and so when you wake up this morning, turn the TV back on. First thing it's on, NBC. And there's Savannah just sitting there doing Today's Show this morning.
I know, man.
Broke my heart.
It does, yeah.
But outside of that situation, which makes no sense, people don't just disappear. But these fellas have disappeared. Tell me about them.
Well, okay, so Monica Reza, she was an aerospace engineer who worked at NASA. She disappeared while hiking with a friend near Mount Waterman in the Angeles National Forest. According to her companion, they were roughly 30 feet apart when they made eye contact. She smiled and waved to indicate she was fine. Moments later, when the friend turned around,
I got this.
She had vanished.
Okay, I got this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm piecing some stuff together here.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'd be doing if I were Diana Rossini right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be saying, this is the friend I was hiking with. I was hiking with this person. I told you I was in Arizona hiking with friends. I was on a girls' trip. The reason you can't get in touch with my girlfriends is because they vanished. If I were Diana Rossini, I'd try to pair my story with this story. Maybe that's my out to make it look like I wasn't doing it with Mike Vrabel.
Okay, fine explanation. Next. Carl Grillmare was a renowned 67-year-old astrophysicist at Caltech's Infrared Processing and Analysis Center, which partners with NASA, gunned down on his front porch of his home in the Antelope Valley.
People don't just get gunned down not in Antelope Valley. It's not like he was at Shelby Farms.
First time I've ever heard of it. Michael David Hicks. I feel weird going through all these. Maybe I shouldn't. His cause of death was never made public. Passed away at 59. I'm just going to keep going through them. I'm not going to read everyone's names, okay? But, okay, the very next one. Cause of death, never made public. Passed away. It's a researcher, 61 years old, designed critical instruments for space missions. Cause of death, never made public. Young man. Okay, hang on. Let me. Okay, the first one that happened was in Huntsville, Alabama. Self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm. There's ongoing public debate and intense scrutiny surrounding the case. Let's keep going. I want to find some more of these. Okay, another self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Man, these people love to take their own lives.
This one's just a guy went missing. His body was recovered in a lake 3 months after he went missing. Yeah. Next one. Wait, what happened to this person? No, we can't find him. He went hiking. His prescription glasses and wearable devices were found at home. Wallet and a .38 caliber revolver reported missing, according to the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office. Okay?
Like, you realize that this is, like, it really is this stupid. 99% of us just sit around streaming Coachella and watching basketball games, drinking and pill popping and just distracted from, and they're out here just snatching scientists.
Dude.
They distract us with Coachella
another
and season 3 of Euphoria.
78-year-old
so they can snatch our scientists.
78-year-old disappearance. They found his wallet, key, and other personal items left behind inside. His car was locked in the driveway. No signs of forced entry or struggle. Just disappeared out of his home, left everything behind.
This really is like a movie. It's like it's at least like a 7-part series.
Dude, and then one of them, okay.
So bottom line it for me, Bennett. What do we think is going on? Give me your best guess. I don't even care if it makes sense. Just give me your best guess.
Somebody knows something that somebody else don't want them to know.
Man, that's
my best guess.
That's a tale as old as time, isn't it?
Right? I mean, I don't like.
That's a good way to get got. Walking around knowing something somebody powerful doesn't want you to know. That's a tough spot to be in.
My antennas are up.
I think my antennas are up too. Up until these basketball games start tonight. Then I won't care anymore.
This one's a good one. This retired Air Force official went missing from his home in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Ever heard of Albuquerque? You know what happened there, right? Remember? Ever heard of Roswell?
Heard of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think.
Was linked to unidentified aerial phenomena research in the 2016 WikiLeaks release of someone's emails. Oh, yeah. Is this aliens?
I don't know.
I'm scared even talking about it.
I don't know.
I feel weird even talking about it.
Well, I'm sure it'll all work itself out. Right?
And then we had the Tennessee politician come out the other day and say, well, yeah, we've made contact with aliens. You saw that.
The wild fella, I think that was Tim Burchett.
It was.
Yeah.
He said, we've made contact. Something's going on.
You think something's going on?
Something's going on. I've dabbled for a while, but what's out there? This is just all out there. This was on the news. I sent you the clip of them talking about it on the news.
It's wild. Wild situation. I don't know what to make of it.
I don't feel comfortable.
I ain't felt comfortable for a minute.
No, I mean, just me talking right now, I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, I feel pretty comfortable talking.
Do you? Okay.
I just don't feel comfortable about everything else. This is maybe the only time I feel comfortable.
Okay.
Just sitting here doing this right here. I feel pretty comfortable right now.
Well, my antennas are up.
But as soon as this thing's over, I'm going to get back to wondering why the straight's not open. Wondering where the scientists are missing. But then the basketball games will start, and I'll get distracted again. Be fine.
It's part of the plan.
Feels like it's part of the plan.
It's part of the master plan.
It works.
The distraction.
And you know what?
Stay focused.
You know what? I struggle with this.
Stay focused.
There is a part of me that genuinely struggles with this. The whole world is a nightmare right now. But personally, my life's pretty good. But the whole world is a nightmare, and I don't know how to I don't know how to balance those things. Like, in some ways, my life's never been better than it is right now. And the world's a nightmare. And I don't know how to...
Because you got too many distractions.
But I like...
Because you got too many distractions. Distracting you from the real stories.
Get me a chair, a TV...
They got you right where they want you.
They got me right where they want me.
They sure do. They got you right where they want you.
I'm part of the problem. I'm telling you, I know I'm part of the problem. I'm telling you that.
Stay focused. Stay focused.
I'm trying to, but I mean, they got 3 more basketball games on tonight.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll be watching them too. I know.
And last night was the first Raw after Mania. I can only stay focused for so long. Roman Reigns just walked into the ring.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, speaking of death.
Oh, yeah, hit this one. No, this one's even better.
Number 5.
This one's even more fun to talk about. They finally charged him first-degree murder. David, you've been charged. Also with doing things to a corpse you're not supposed to do. Also been charged with sex with somebody under the age of 14.
Not good. Not good.
So, remember on Friday I told you...
I do.
...that the LAPD had arrested him, but he had not been charged. And TMZ was reporting like this is wildly unusual because they've been trying to get an indictment from a grand jury for months, and they can't get it, or at least they haven't got it yet. And for the LAPD to go arrest this guy without an indictment, they can only hold him. I think they were only allowed to hold him until yesterday. So it was like, what are they doing? And the best analysis you saw of it over the weekend was exactly right. And as it turned out, the LAPD had gotten fed up with the district attorney. They were like, yo, charge this guy. He's a murderer.
We know what happened.
We know what happened.
Yes.
Charge this guy. Plus, he's a flight risk. Like, we don't, like...
For sure.
Charge this guy. And they were like, well, it was like, do your job, or else we're going to put public pressure on you to do your job. And it was like, okay, if you guys aren't going to indict him, we're going to go arrest him. And it's going to be a big, like, if you saw the video, it was like a big spectacle. They get him out of the house and put him in the car. It was like all the TV cameras were there. So they called the network, the television stations.
That's how they got Jimmy Kimmel trying to drive through to get to his house.
All of it, right. And so then it's like, it looks like this guy killed this girl, little girl, child. And if you don't indict him by Monday, he will walk out of behind bars and be back in LA. And you better indict him by Monday, or else you got a big problem on your hands. And so they put pressure on him, and it worked. So they got the indictment yesterday. Do you know why the working theory, and I guess it's the most obvious theory, but the working theory on why they believe he murdered this child?
Because she was underage and he was worried about getting caught.
She had, even more than that, she had threatened to expose the relationship.
Yeah.
If you don't do this, or if you don't return my call, or if you don't get back with me, I will tell people that you have been in a relationship with me since I was 13 years old. He was 20. He is 21. So at the time of death, she was 14. So you can start doing the math on this stuff.
Yep.
It's not good.
No.
And it sounds like, I don't even want to get weird with it. The operating theory from the district attorney, after investigators have delivered everything, is that she was killed with a sharp object. but not dismembered and put into this Tesla trunk for weeks later.
Wow.
And then just left there until they found it. And he's pleaded not guilty and all that stuff. But they feel like they've got it, that they know he was in a relationship with her as early as when she was 13 years old, that there was a sexual relationship. But that's not even the right way to say it. A rape. It was a rape. You know, as a kid, all right?
Yep.
He was raping a kid. And when she threatened to expose that, I mean, he's a star, you know, in his own little world, but like he's on tour selling out little.
Right.
Like in a different world, it wouldn't be crazy to hear he was selling out Minglewood Hall tonight. Right. That's the kind of level artist he was, I guess. I'd never heard of him before this, but she threatened to expose him and by definition ruin his career and life and everything. And this was what they believe was his reaction to that. Yuck. But at least we now, at least it seems like it's on to the next step. Because when we first heard about this, it was like they found a body in this dude's car. Everybody who knows this dude says, I thought she was his girlfriend. I always saw them together. Nobody realized how young she was. And so it's always looked like what it is. And now finally we get the indictment. David is off the streets of LA.
Good.
Thank good. Be back with Carry Out.
Get ready, Grizzlies fans. It is time for the Surfside Can Shuffle. Can you keep up with the cans and find Mac the Crab?
Of history, going back to where it all started. B2K is back. The Millennium Tour presents the Boys for Life Tour. Bow Wow.
I ain't impressed because ain't none of them at all.
Boys for Life. Also starring Pretty Ricky, B5, Young Jock, Crime Mob, A. Marie, and Franchise Boys. April 26th, FedEx Forum. Tickets available at Ticketmaster. Presented by the Black Promoters Collective.
New Amsterdam Vodka is an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. It's the only exceptionally smooth vodka that is 5 times distilled, 3 times filtered, and rated 93 points. New Amsterdam believes wins big and small become legendary when you celebrate them with your crew. So here's to the blue, white, and gold, the Memphis grit and grind, and reliving winning moments big and small with Tennessee's favorite basketball team. New Amsterdam Vodka. Find your wins.
Azzy's making money thanks to the new CBA.
Incredible stuff.
Her
good stuff.
Rookie contract. She is projected to make $500,000 this year, and just in comparison, Paige made $78,000 last year, and Caitlin Clark made $76,000.
Anytime we get workers getting paid what they're worth, I'm all for it.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Junior Grizzlies summer camps presented by Ortho South are the key to a slam dunk summer with over a dozen 4-day camps perfect for hoopers ages 6 to 14 looking to build fundamental skills and make unforgettable memories. With camps across the Mid-South in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, you won't have to go far for the ultimate hoops experience this summer. Registration comes with a Junior Grizzlies jersey, lunchbox, and a basketball to take home. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies today to secure a spot for a fun-filled summer. That's grizzlies.com/Junior Grizzlies.
B2K is back, and they're bringing the reunion tour to FedEx Forum Sunday, April 26th. Get ready for a night of unforgettable music. Purchase your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com or the FedEx Forum box office. That's Ticketmaster.com or the FedEx Forum box office. Let's do Carry Out.
It's time for GP's Carry Out. One final segment filled with stuff to take with you. It's not everything you need to know, but it's most of it. What did we miss today?
Minutes ago, New England Patriots coach Mike Vrabel met with the media for the first time since photographs were published in the New York Post of him and former Athletic NFL insider Diana Rossini. And he acknowledged that over the past week plus, he has had to have some, quote, difficult conversations with his family and with his team. Among other things, he said, we believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me. Starts with me. We don't want our actions to negatively affect the team. We never want to be the cause of a distraction. These are comments and questions that I've answered for the team and with the team. We'll keep those private to ourselves. I care deeply about this football team, and I'm excited to coach them. I also know that I'm going to attack each day with humility and focus. What I can promise you is my family, this organization, the team, staff, coaches, everybody, our fans. Most importantly, we will get the best version of me going forward, and that's what I know, and I'm excited to get going. Sort of acknowledges he messed up, and he's going to try to be better moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of what we think happened there. It kind of seems like that's what happened.
But he felt stupid and regrets it.
Yeah.
I bet he feels stupid and regrets it, and will live with some level of shame connected to that for maybe ever, right?
Yeah.
I bet he feels stupid. I don't have any jokes for you.
No.
I bet he feels stupid, and I bet he regrets it, and if it's possible for him to make things better in every way, I hope that he figures out a way to do it.
What's today's biggest game?
Taking you back to the NBA, 9:30 tip, NBC, Rockets and Lakers, Crypto.com Arena. Houston minus 4.5 on the road. Total is 207.5. Before you ask, let me go ahead and tell you, KD is considered a game time decision. But even if he plays, he is expected to have what would be described as limited mobility. Do you trust KD with limited mobility?
Man, 4.5?
They think the Rockets are going in there tonight to even this series.
I'll go Lakers.
Bennett said he's going to take the points.
Yeah.
Lakers plus 4.5.
Yeah.
Feels like you might not be spotting funny business here.
So what, KD plays and is the hero?
Fresh, well-rested KD plays and outduels 41-year-old balding LeBron James.
I mean, this does feel kind of strange. I agree with you.
Hey, I don't want to move you. You made your bed. Lay in it. Lay in your bed. Lay in your bed.
No, this is a switch.
You're gonna switch up.
It is funny business, isn't it?
I mean,
I
can't say
agree.
it's funny business. I can say that it has characteristics of funny business. I can't sit here and call it funny business definitively. I can tell you,
because it's just like
I've seen funny business before, and it has some of the character. It looks like funny business. It could be cousins with funny business.
Why would they be 4.5 point favorites
Definitely related
on the road?
It's related to funny business.
We're changing it up.
Okay.
We'll go Houston.
Houston minus 4.5. Bennett says he's taking the Rockets. KD on the road. Tip 9:30 tonight, NBC.
What are we watching on TV?
All right. I did last night out of obligation watch the first Raw after Mania.
What'd you think? It was fine.
I thought it was fine. Roman Reigns is back. And it sounds like he's going to be in a war with Jacob Fatu, his little cuzzo.
Jacob Fatu's funny.
Jacob Fatu said he wants Roman's title and his shoe deal.
That did get a chuckle out of me.
He wants Roman Reigns at Backlash. Roman said, little cuzzo, you need to think about this because I'm not sure you're ready. He basically said, this is what it felt like he said to him. I've been trying to let all you little wrestlers have your time to make whatever you need to make of this place. And the place fell apart without me. So now I'm here. Order has been restored. And it's cute. Like, I see why you're here. Like, you can wrestle, I guess. But, like, there's a certain level of responsibility with carrying the flag for this company.
Yep.
And I don't know that you're ready for it, little cuzzo.
You know what this feels like? It feels like we're getting the band back together. It does feel like that we're going to get this bloodline back together. We'll handle Jacob. Hey, I'm sorry I had to do this to you. Come on back.
Jimmy and Jay
They're already back.
They're already back.
Solo's doing his thing, and I told you there are like 15 other cousins that are hanging out with Solo right now. I didn't even know they existed. So he's got a massive crew with him. And so
it's like they got unlimited cousins.
Yes. And so maybe we bring in maybe this is like one of the biggest factions in WWE history if we can get Solo and all the other cousins back on board. But it feels like Roman's going to knock off Jacob. Come on back, Jacob. Then I'm sure Solo will come in and say, hey, I want my shot again. Okay, come on. Take care of it. Come on back. Come on back.
I kind of like the
I
old.
had to put everybody in their place. Now,
I like the old bloodline.
I'm down to put the bloodline back together.
I like the old bloodline.
Like, let's go like 20 deep.
I like the old bloodline. So it looks like we're going to have Roman and Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Cody Rhodes and CM Punk want to fight.
That was. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Did you see Cody's eye?
I did. Yeah, that thing was busted up. Yeah.
And then it sounds like Braun Breaker is going to try to be the next big one.
He's always trying to get involved.
Yeah, I don't care about him.
You don't like Braun Breaker? I like him. Okay.
They said last night. They said who is? They said what could possibly stop Braun Breaker? I was like heart attack probably.
He does have that real
dead at 52 from a heart attack.
Aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were betting, I'd bet that.
I wouldn't.
A heart attack at 52.
It's a healthy young man.
What could stop Braun Breaker? Heart attack at 52.
Okay.
It was fine. I watched it.
It was okay.
It was fine. It was fine.
I'm excited, but I'm excited that Roman's going to be there every week. It's going to get me excited for SummerSlam. So I'm good. We're in a good place. Let's get the bloodline back together.
Yeah, I'm for that.
We had a lot of fun with that for a long time.
If you miss Raw on Netflix, it's right there waiting for you if you want it on the app whenever you need it.
What's the best thing we've read?
Well, I told you I was going to update the top 25 in one when Thomas Houck announced he was returning to Florida. That has been sent. Waiting for it to publish. Florida is your new number one in version 9 of the top 25 in one. Michigan is number 2. Illinois is number 3. UConn down to number 4. I don't know if you saw this. Literally an hour after I updated the top 25 in one, moving UConn up to number 2 with the development that Braylon Mullins was coming back to school. UConn announced Solo Ball wrist surgery, starting guard. Gonna miss all of next season.
Ooh.
But here's the thing. This is what they're doing. Texas Tech is doing this with JT Toppin, and now UConn's doing it with Solo Ball. They'll pay you next year to just redshirt and work out, and then they'll pay you again for the... So basically, you can get paid over the next 2 years to play one more year of college basketball because he's got one more year of eligibility.
Pretty good deal.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
So you get paid to train and rehab, and then paid to play in the 2027-28 season. So UConn's basically got like a red shirt, 2-year starting guard, 3-year starting guard coming out there, just going to be in the program, ready to go for the 2027-28 season. So a lot of movement, top 25 in one. You'll be able to find it at cbssports.com.
What's on tap for tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow will be Wednesday. So we will look back at Sixers Celtics, at Blazers Spurs, Rockets Lakers. Look ahead to Magic Pistons, Suns Thunder tomorrow night. Chris Vernon will join me.
I'm going to continue monitoring the situation.
If we lose another scientist before 10 a.m. tomorrow,
I'll continue monitoring the situation.
If we lose one more scientist, I'm going to have to do one of these. This is what you do when you get serious.
Yes. What does it all mean?
When you really have to start thinking, this is what you need to do. You ever see me in my car like this? That means I'm really thinking.
Yeah.
Or it means I forgot to clean my lenses and I just can't see that well. Either one. Hey, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Me either.
Can't wait to start getting distracted again.
Hopefully I'll be here. I feel like I said too much.
You might have said too much. You could be the next one to disappear.
Yeah. Be careful.
When did people just start disappearing?
I've been keeping an eye on it for a while now.
Most of my life is over. I don't know a single person who just disappeared.
It just came to light for all you normies, but I've been monitoring.
I know all sorts of people who have had. I know people who have died. People who done all sorts of things, man. I don't know anybody who just disappears. I know people go missing every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know, but they're usually just, they're around.
Yeah.
They're around. But disappearing's wild. First it was Savannah's mom. Now it's all these scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Something is definitely going on.
Yeah. We'll keep monitoring.
Keep me updated.
I will.
Feel free to use the Algeria Strong.
I will. I got you.
Text if you need to.
I got you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll try to enjoy mine. Let's meet back here tomorrow at 10. Till then, be careful, be kind, be good. Rep your hood.
When the arena lights dim for a concert or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person who will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's a person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to give you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let other fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Grizzlies, take your fandom to the next level by becoming an MVP.
How long have you been an MVP?
Since day one.
Enjoy the great benefits of being a season ticket member. Pre-game MVP moments, including Autograph Alley, exclusive Grizz gear deals, access to member or MVP-only player events, and much more.
He's been an MVP for 22 years!
Become a Grizzlies MVP today.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details. The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Each challenge is unique, so each game plan is customized to identify opportunity and the path to victory. It's true in basketball, it's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle with personalized planning and advice. Play hard, bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by May 30th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.